Hello everyone and welcome to another channel update. It's been a couple months since the last one, so I figured why not have another one. There's some stuff to go over. We just ended a couple series. We got some series coming up. So yeah, we just finished Danganronpa Ultra Despair Girls. I enjoyed it. A little dark and uncomfortable in certain locations, but overall I had a great time playing it. Next up, what's going to be replacing it is Xenoblade Chronicles Future Connected. If you don't know what that is an epilogue slash DLC, kind of like extension of the ending, or I don't know exactly how to put it. It's, yeah, I guess an epilogue story would make more sense, right? That came with the definitive version that released on Switch a couple months ago, I think, at this point. I wanted to get to it sooner, but unfortunately I just didn't have the time to do so. But that's going to be replacing Ultra Despair Girls. And by the time that finishes, because it's only supposed to be like 10 to 15 hours long, that's still going to be, you know, a few weeks of episodes, right? Probably a month. By the time that finishes, though, I should finish the Danganronpa anime, or animes. There's like 2 different series that I apparently should watch. I guess. Some people like don't watch it, other people are like, yeah, definitely watch it, and react to it. We'll talk about that in a second. When that's done, I will be jumping into Danganronpa V3, like, as soon as that's done. So we'll be going back to Danganronpa pretty quickly. Usually, that's a little quicker than I like to do series-based, you know, Let's Plays, right? I like to take a little bit of a break before continuing the series, but it's the last in the series as far as I'm aware, and, you know, I'm better sooner than later, right? And to be fair, Ultra Despair Girls was, aside from being dark and uncomfortable locations, it was pretty different compared to the other Danganronpa games, so it kind of feels like we did kind of have a break in between that. But yeah, as for people asking for like a reaction video for the animes, it's not gonna happen due to the DMCA stuff, the copyright strike stuff. I just can't. I can't do it. Like, I know there's some channels out there that find loopholes, but I just don't feel comfortable doing it, and I mean, I don't want to stress out about potentially getting a copyright strike or something and then potentially losing the channel at some point. I got enough stuff to stress me out. I don't want that being another one. Other people have mentioned maybe doing like a review for the animes. That's possible. I won't make any promises. We'll see what happens as I watch them, if I can make some notes to do an actual review. If not, I don't know, maybe I don't know. Yeah, it's one of those things, I don't really do reviews for, like, anything, right? So, it's definitely that definitely would be new. I don't even really do, like, you know, those quick look type videos. I have, like, 4 videos that I did was, like, you know, first impressions, was, like, Darkest Dungeons and Stranded Deep. I had a Let's Try like a year and a half ago for Forager, and it's not even a year and a half, like a year ago. And I think I have like a first look at like a Pokemon fan MMO. Pretty sure all but the Forager one are deleted off the channel because I didn't like them. So yeah, I don't know. But I don't do them that often, so it's one of those things that just like, I'm not really a reviewer. So, well, we'll see, right? I make no promises, but a review is way more likely to happen than reaction video. But still, don't get your hopes up. I just leave it at that, right? As for the second series that's going on, the community poll winner, Persona 5 Royal, is going good. We're like already nearing the end game. We're like 2 palaces away from the end game of the original game. I'm not sure when the like other royal stuff is gonna come in. I'm assuming it's gonna be coming soon. If it's like soon, because we're getting pretty close, surprisingly close to the end game. Like looking at the old playlist, I think we're like, Jesus, I think we're like 25 episodes, maybe more, ahead of where we were in the original. Now that might equal out to you know, the same amount of episodes once the Royal content comes in, but I'm still doing like 45, 50-minute episodes on the average, sometimes more, so maybe not. But yeah, no, let's save some time, quote unquote. It's 80 episodes, 86 episodes into a series. Going forward for community polls, though, I think I will put like a length limit on the games that I put on the polls. I mean, Persona 5 Royal was suggested a lot, and it won the poll by a lot. Viewer-wise, the people that voted clearly aren't watching, but at the same time, I understand, right? It's a very long RPG. And I don't regret playing it. I wanted to play it before the community poll even happened. I just didn't know when or how to do it. And since people kept asking, I was like, alright, I'll throw it on the community poll, see what happens. In the future, I'll probably put like a length limit. Maybe 50 hours is the longest I want to go. Because even then, that's still like a lot of episodes. Just the way I do it. But yeah, no, I'll worry about that in the future. But we still have a ways to go before Persona 5 Royal finishes up. Before we have a next community poll.
Well, at least
For the third series, we were alternating Trails in the Sky the Third and Detroit Become Human. Detroit Become Human has finished up, and I had a blast playing it. The game definitely took itself seriously, but I definitely enjoyed myself playing it. It was easy to record, too.
Not fuck this
I
up.
didn't really have to edit anything, like aside from getting interrupted here or there. I never really had to edit anything, and it was just really me reacting to things. So I never really strained my voice trying to do characters or anything like that. It was a good time, really, in terms of recording, because I would be recording Persona 5 and Trails in the Sky, just doing these little pitch changes in my voice, which would irritate my throat. And then I would just record Detroit, and I'm like, yo, this is the easiest thing at all. I'm just sitting here reacting to the story going through and making these choices. This is great. QTEs were kind of stressful, but it was definitely, you can definitely see why a lot of channels prefer those types of content. And we'll probably be playing more of those kinds of games in the future. They'll definitely be appearing more on the community polls. If they're suggested as such, and some were suggested, like Until Dawn, and some people have mentioned Heavy Rain, and Beyond the Two Souls, from the same makers of Detroit. So maybe they'll be appearing on community polls in the future, or even just in the third slot, because why not, right? If they're short games, I don't mind alternating. But if they're long games, I wouldn't want to alternate between, two games that are the same length of, Trails in the Sky, right? Because that would just go on forever. But, yeah, now that Choice is done, we're going to be focusing mainly on Trails in the Sky. I don't know how long that game is. It's shorter than the first two, but I don't exactly know what that means, right? I would imagine we're not even halfway through the game yet. Though, I think we're 20 hours into the game right now. So maybe we are. But we'll see, right? I'm having fun with that one as well. It's same old Trails in the Sky type, kind of same old Trails in the Sky type stuff. It's a little bit different with how the dungeon, it's more dungeon crawler with some stories added in. But when the story points hit, it's definitely similar to Trails in the Sky. I can definitely see why people that are gung-ho for Trails in the Sky first and second chapter might be a little put off between the third chapter, because I had a couple comments like that when I was playing the first and second chapters. It was like, you could probably just skip the third one. I'm enjoying the third one right now, but I can definitely see if you're into the whole world building. I mean, there's world building in the third. It's just handled differently, right? So that's probably where people are getting the disconnect from. But I get that. Anyways, I'm enjoying it. We still have a ways to go for it. When that's done, we'll be doing another Patreon poll over at patreon.com/chronosplays. If you're interested in that, go check that out. Consider supporting, and, we'll do that series. And then after the Patreon series, we'll be doing Final Fantasy VIII Remastered as a walkthrough Let's Play, kind of like I've been doing with all the other Final Fantasies. I'm not exactly sure how that one's gonna go, right? Because if you played Final Fantasy VIII, you know how easy it can be with some simple little side stuff that you can do. Not even really side stuff, the game recommends it for the most part. So, yeah, I like keeping my walkthroughs kind of like new user-friendly.
Jesus, will you
And
fuck up, please?
as much as I would like to say that I could avoid becoming overpowered and stomping my way through the game,
On points like that, I worry for your health.
it's not, though. If I don't, yeah, it's like one of those things
Still
like,
got the old magic.
it wouldn't be much of a walkthrough if I was like, oh, by the
What's that
way,
ace written all
you know,
over
this card mod and these elemental mods over here, yeah, they completely make you overpowered. Yes, I know the game gives it to you right off the bat after a couple battles. I know that. But no, I know, but we're not going to use it. Why? Because it makes you too strong for the game to handle. Well, I know the game gives it to you, but it's just, yeah, it'd be one of those things like I would be purposely like avoiding what the game gives you, and that's not much of a walkthrough, right? That would be more like a challenge. Like, I can't use any of the mods or something like that. And I don't even know if that would be a fun challenge. I think that would just be a grind fest and probably shit, to be quite honest. But I'll think about what I'm gonna do for it, right? I haven't played through Final Fantasy VIII in its entirety in a long time. In the remastered, I played up to the card game, and I just played the card game a bunch because I like the card game. It's a fun card game. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see, right? And really, after we do Final Fantasy VIII, there's only one other Final Fantasy game that I have intention of doing a walkthrough for. I know people have asked for like Final Fantasy X-2. But I've only played that game once, and I don't think I can actually make a good walkthrough for it. It requires a lot of effort. And I don't have that much effort in my body. But yeah, the only other Final Fantasy I plan on doing like a legitimate walkthrough for, except maybe Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. I really like that one. Would be Final Fantasy 1, was I was trying to say. And after that's done, it's like a whole new world in terms of other walkthroughs, right? Breath of Fire, Suikoden, Dragon Quest, maybe.
Well, at least I
Yeah,
hope you
there's
learned
like,
something.
there's a lot of series out there that I'm very fond of, and I've played many times that I would love to do a walkthrough on. Suikoden is definitely happening, right? At least Suikoden 1 through, no, all of Suikoden. I know people kind of shit on 4, but I like 4. It's different, but I like 4. I don't know about the strategy game, though. I've never... Did I beat that? I think I beat it. I might have beat it. I don't really remember, though. I think I beat it. Maybe? I can only think of up to one certain point, and then everything else is a blank. Maybe I didn't beat it. But anyway, Suikoden 1 through 5, I greatly enjoy, so they'll definitely be on the channel one day. As for like Breath of Fire, definitely Breath of Fire 1 through 4. Definitely, yeah. Dragon Quest, I don't know, right? I'm not very good at Dragon Quest 1 through 3. I love 5, though. 5 is definitely one of my favorite games. Not just in the Dragon Quest series, but of all time. So I will definitely be doing something on that at some point. But that's way off in the future, and really, I shouldn't really be talking about it now, other than just to, well, tease you that it's coming someday. Yeah, and is there anything else? Streaming? I haven't been able to stream, sadly. I can't really get a consistent schedule going. As one of the reasons why, like, I haven't really started, you know, Xenoblade Future Connected yet. I want to build a backlog for not just that, but like Persona 5 and Trails in the Sky.
Come on.
But this entire week so far, which I've wanted to do a backlog for, every time I've sat down to do it, I haven't had the time to do it, right? So like I've had to bring my mom to the doctors for a couple of doctor's appointments, and every time we go to the doctors, it takes like 4 to 5 hours just because they suck. Well, that's rude, Chronos. I know, but seriously, why does an eye appointment take 4 hours? It doesn't make sense. we were just sitting there. Anyways. And then I had to deal with her dental insurance, but that's something completely different. Moving on. I'm trying to find time to do backlog stuff and to relax because I'm going to blow a gasket if this keeps up. But yes, I want to like just spend a few days, just record a bunch of Persona 5, record a bunch of Trails in the Sky, then record a bunch of Future Connected, and then I'll start uploading it. I just don't know when that's gonna be. That's not even considering that I do want to stream. I just can't really find the time to. What would I even stream? I have no idea, right? Wild Arms 2? Just because I want to play that game? Could be like kind of like Earthbound back in the day, but maybe some sort of like community game like golf with your friends, or I could purchase like Jackbox. Who knows? But yeah, no, I would love to stream again. It would definitely not be on a consistent basis though, because consistency is apparently not in my vocabulary right now. I definitely have gone off a tangent there of what I actually wanted to talk about here at the end of the update video. And I'm sorry. I think I was going to talk about how I was going to try to build a backlog, and then I just started complaining about my life. Tis the season. It's hot out. It is totally hot out. Like right now too. I have a bunch of yard work I have to do, and it's like 100 degrees outside. So I haven't been doing it. And I got this gopher in my yard. There's a cute little dude. I think he's living underneath my foundation though. So I gotta get him out of there. Anyways, time to wrap up the update video. Follow me on Twitter if you haven't already. Twitter.com/ChronosPlays. There I post all my video links, and I usually like share video game sales, or I post random stuff throughout the day, including updates of if I'm missing a video or not, usually. Follow me on Twitch, just in case I ever get a chance to stream again. I know I was streaming on YouTube for a while, but I think I explained in the last one, it seems to be having kind of an ill effect on my, my pre-recorded stuff compared to my live stuff, right? And I don't want that to happen. But yeah, twitch.com/ChronosPlays, give me a follow there. Twitter.com/ChronosPlays as well for the Twitter. If you're interested in the Patreon series, that'll be happening after Trails in the Sky. Patreon.com/ChronosPlays. You can, support me over there. And you'll also get access to the Discord Patreon chat. You can also get access to the Patreon chat if you are a YouTube member or a Twitch subscriber. If your channels are linked to the Discord. And I think that is it. Thanks for watching, and I will see you all in the next series. Have a great day.